Howdy, cruisers. Wow, the drama with Carnival just does not stop. When they introduced Carnival Rewards a long time ago, people were speculating on when they would blink, and it seems they kind of has. They kind of has with a couple of recent changes that they announced, I think, yesterday or the day before. They are going to grant anybody who makes diamond by May of next year will be granted lifetime diamond status, and anybody who is platinum by that same time will get a 10,000 point boost every year, giving them lifetime gold, essentially. Okay, sure, whatever. And I know what they're thinking. I know, seriously. I know they're looking at the airlines and thinking, oh, well, they have lifetime programs. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So if anybody who is thinking that this is a good idea, no, it is not. This is literally, it's not even throwing people a bone. Well, it is kind of, but it's like throwing people a chicken wing bone. That's about it. There is 100% a spreadsheet somewhere over in Doral that tells them that this is really not going to cost them anything by various means. Except, well, one thing, I think they might have realized they spooked way too many like high point platinum cruisers. And they actually book cruises. And regardless of the point that what they're chasing is the casino revenue now, they still do need people to book cabins to fill the rest of the ship. And the frequent cruisers, the high point platinums, probably do represent a notable line on the spreadsheet. So this is simply to appease them. The gold boost is a little weird. I think this was calculated specifically to basically have literally no effect other than to just shut people up. Seriously, I'm pretty serious. That is my assessment of the situation. So this is not some, huge rollback or anything. They just calculated the smallest bone that they could throw to people, and that's what they did. But one other thing that I don't know that anybody else has talked about, I didn't talk about it in my last video, and because I never really looked into it, deep enough to figure out if this was an issue or not, and if I'm wrong, if I'm misinterpreting their statements or misinterpreting the fact, let me know in the comments down below. And, of course, subscribe, then let me know. But when they talk about the qualification period and then the enjoyment period, when they talk about the qualification window, they say 2 years. But does that actually mean that it is a fixed 2-year period? Like it's going to be like 26 to 28, 28 to 30, 30 to 32, or is a rolling 2-year period that starts, I guess, mid-year or something like that, whenever it is, I don't really know. And then you have to qualify within that fixed period, because if that is the case, really, did they not learn anything? That is actually one of the worst parts of all of the airline programs, the fixed calendar year for qualifications. They really need to be a rolling qualification year, because if it is a fixed year, then they're just setting people up for split years. There's going to be a number of people who they earn points up until June or whatever it is, and then poof, everything resets. And even though they did some spring cruising, it's lost. So yeah, what? Come on, guys, really? Anyway, but I just want to. Oh, and by the way, remember, folks, this is not the end. They're still going to roll back the benefits. They're 100% guaranteed they're still going to start rolling back the benefits. Not that there's much to roll back, because I did double check on the benefits you get from every status level, and like the previous VIFP, they suck. They're not really good. They're not really worth chasing anymore. So if they get rid of the unlimited complimentary laundry, yeah, it's not going to be a big deal. I actually don't think many people would not sail Carnival, especially if they're platinum for that. But beyond that, 2 drinks, a bottle of water, whatever. And the whole priority reservation thing, I've talked about that enough. If their check-in, boarding process, dining process actually worked, like other cruise lines have got it to work, they wouldn't need to do this. And I'm sorry, the fact that Royal Caribbean really doesn't offer any sort of meaningful priority embarkation or anything like that for anything other than suites and pinnacles, just tells you all you need to know. I haven't needed it. You do not stop walking when boarding, Royal Caribbean. And these days, actually, still MSC and Norwegian has gotten way, way better too. So, those benefits are just meh. I want them, but I realize how how honestly useless they are, and that's a good thing. However, one thing, Carnival, I don't know if I mentioned this in my other video. If I did, let me know. If I didn't, oops. But Carnival, again, I can't believe this is one of those, ultimate corporate bungles that only, an isolated, insulated corporate bureaucracy could make. I say, Carnival, here's the thing. It was a huge mistake to just abandon the status levels based on nights, right? You could have just ended basically the benefits and still given people the credit. You could still do. You don't even have to change it, by the way, because I'm going to break something to you that maybe no survey would probably ever really surface, but there is a huge psychological impact to this. And one thing I did mention was lifetime status with the cruise lines is fundamentally, and I guess they don't get this, it's fundamentally different than the airlines because people who earn status with airlines and actually hotels pretty much, they're not spending their own money. So when they lose status, when they don't qualify, honestly, we don't have anything to complain about. We really don't. When I lost, my 3 Eagles on American, okay, I wasn't paying for it anyway, so what am I going to complain about? I still get the benefits, but okay, that's fine. That's fine. People spend their own money on cruises. So they want that lifetime recognition for the money that they've spent over a lifetime sometimes. That is what hurts people the most. And I don't really think you understand how much one little thing means to people. The card. Yes, it's the card. Oh my God. That card, that diamond colored card, the platinum colored card, the gold colored card, the card. This is what people work for. I know it sounds silly, but you having that card, with the whatever color it is, be it diamond or gold or whatever, that means a lot to people. Just go on board the ship and they'll wear it around their neck, especially the diamonds. Yes, look, I'm diamond. See, here's my diamond colored card. I'm better than you. Yes, that's what it means. And they wave it at the bartender. Hey, I'm a diamond. I want my diamond level service. In fact, maybe you should suggest to, very quietly, you don't really want this to get out. You should maybe suggest to the bar staff and the wait staff and everybody that, yeah, if you do see the diamond card or the platinum card, maybe give them some, extra service. Serve them first or whatever. But I will say one thing, by the way, I am a realist, bar staff. It's okay, do this on the first or second day, right? But, if you're confronted between a diamond that doesn't tip and a red card that is just laying down the cash, take the money. Take the money. That's fine. Absolutely fine. I get it. Totally fine. Right? You're covered. We got you. But, yes, people love the card. When I boarded MSC Magnifica for the last time, I went to check in, they handed me my card, and it was the basic, I think, white card from MSC, no status, and I was hurt. I was like, what is this? Where's my gold card? So I immediately went to guest services. No, I didn't. I waited a few hours to get my gold card. Yes, this is what people want. It's the stupid little card. I don't think you understand how much that means to people. So, you can roll back the benefits, but just give them the card. Give people the bloody card. And if that's the only thing they get from accumulating status, along with the, $10 of water and drinks, that will go a long way. Yeah. So just go ahead, do that, and we'll be good. Of course, I'm not really worried about losing my gold card because I don't get anything from it anyway, and it's unlikely you'll see me on a Carnival cruise anytime in the near future. So having said that, if you do happen to be on the one Carnival cruise I might take in the next 10 years, I'll see you on board.